Oversaturation. I've been delivering food or products and a little bit of shop and pay 7 years. That's a long time. It's hard to believe that I've actually been doing this. I started with DoorDash, which led me to Uber Eats, then Grubhub. I'm on the Amazon Flex platform, SendPex too. I'm getting there. Dlivrd, Bolt deliveries, Instacart in between, and Dumpling in between, which was a waste of time, energy, and money. Anyway, oversaturation. Now I'm going to discuss catering orders, scheduled catering orders. Am I concerned about oversaturation in the next 2 years, we'll say? No. Scheduled deliveries, delivering larger orders, hundreds of dollars, over $1,000. The prime times are between 10:30 and 1. Evening, 4:30 to 6:30. You only could be at one place at one time. I'm not concerned. I have to turn away. I have to not take orders because you can't be at two places at once. It started yesterday. Bolt deliveries sending out $15 bonuses on top of like a $25 payout, a $27 payout, a $30 payout. So I couldn't take it. And I'll discuss that in a moment. Today they sent out more for orders because the orders were coming in pretty fast. And $10 bonuses. Then they went to $15 bonuses. Then they went to 20. They wanted someone to cover this. Now this would have been more logical for me, and it was a higher payout. Now you're talking, it would have been $47 payout. Why would I not take that $47 order? That's including the bonus. I've been working Dlivrd for going on a year and a half. And I really do like how at least 90% of the time, I know the day before that I will complete a scheduled delivery the next day. I like that. I also appreciate that I earn money with Dlivrd. And I say 80% of the orders that I receive, and this might be a big window, but they pay between $40 and $100. It happens. Today I took that $30 order. Now, Bolt deliveries were sending out that bonus. Did I really want to cancel Dlivrd to take Bolt's delivery? No. Because I prefer... Dlivrd's been very good to me. And if you watch my videos, you know in the past few weeks, and I was busy and not feeling great, I earned some great money with Dlivrd. And I got to do what I needed to do, and I still earned a good week's pay. In 1 week, I broke 1,000. If you count a little bit of Uber and Grubhub and Dlivrd, and I think one Bolt delivery I squeezed in. I don't want to ruin that. I want them to continue to rely on me. Oh my gosh. And something happened Monday that even made it more, I don't want to screw Dlivrd. There's no option to give it back unless you're talking to a person. That's where Dlivrd, they want to know the day before. I mean, of course things happen, and I think twice out of the year and a half I said I can't do it. Life gets in the way and things happen. But that's why they have a plan B, C, D, E. Something happened Monday and they paid me an extra $15. Let me show you. This was a Monday pickup. I reached out and I wrote, I cannot find a drop-off location. I called the number for assistance, but nobody answered the phone. I need help. So I drove around a couple of times. I made a couple of U-E's. I went around the block. And I'll bypass the AI here. And they write, "Hi, Michelle. Were you able to find the delivery location?" Now, they sent that to me while I was in the building. I decided to walk in to 210 instead of 201. It took me a few minutes. It took me 10 minutes. Made a couple of U's, went around the block, and I said, that's got to be a typo. I know this area pretty well. And it was. And when I walked into the lobby, the doctor's name was right there, 3rd floor. Great. Then they write, "Oh, got it. Because the address was wrong, you will receive a redelivery fee." Now, there was a little glitch with it, but they reached out to make sure that I received the $15 extra pay. So I pulled over because they called me and they said, "Listen, we're going to send you an offer." It was the same offer, but with a $15 payout in it. We want you to accept it immediately. You got to do it quickly because they were trying to work it out with the coding. It didn't work the first time, and it showed so quickly, and it deleted it while I was driving within 2 seconds. Well, I didn't have enough time to respond. So I pulled over. I did what she told me to do. I accepted it. I swiped. You arrived. Something went wrong with the video. I have to do this part over again. Then you swipe successful. Then you swipe start, that you're telling the app that you're heading toward the drop off. Then when you complete it, you swipe complete after you deliver the food and upload a picture. So I went through that step. It only took, 20 seconds, and they sent me an extra $15. You see the $34 payout, and within 30 minutes after they understood that the address was wrong, and someone did call me back, the rep that ordered the food, and said, "Thank you for going above and beyond. You figured it out. I will call." See, this is something to discuss. I will tell you that in a moment. But you see, they gave me an extra $15 right after that. So that's not a bad payout. $49 from $34. That's pretty good. The rep who ordered the food explained to me, she thanked me. She said, "I'm happy you figured it out. Thanks for going above and beyond." And she was like, "What is your name?" Maybe she wrote a good review. But she explained to me that she placed the order through the restaurant. Not through Dlivrd. Not through Cater. Through the restaurant. Got it. That's what's happening here. The transition of, they're not even using Cater. The restaurants are using the apps to connect with us. Now, because I do follow groups on Facebook, and I do love following Dlivrd, there's a few really good groups with Dlivrd. I'm learning that restaurants could keep some of the tip. If say they receive a $50 tip, they could go, "You know what? We could see if someone wants to take that with a $20 tip or a $25 tip." I understand what those conversations are now. I was trying to figure that out in the beginning, but there's really no way of knowing if, a restaurant, they receive an order, we'll say it's a $400 order. Okay, base pay is $10 because they lowered the pay. They gave a $50 tip, put 20 on there. So the restaurant can keep the tip. Who would know? Nobody. I understand what those people are saying. Now, a lot of people, many of the conversations, "I'll decline 12 orders until the right order comes in." Well, then I feel, how long are you waiting? Do you end up not accepting any orders because you didn't want to take a few $30 orders? I do pretty good with Dlivrd. And as long as 75% of the time I'm getting 40 and up, and it's local, and it's worth my time, I'm going to do it. Because they send me a lot of really good high payouts. Both deliveries, they have so many offers on their app that I already accepted one for tomorrow through Dlivrd. It's only a $30 payout. However, I already planned my day for tomorrow, and I know what I'm going to do. And, you know, there was no guarantee that they were going to have offers on the app. You know, it's more like a first come, first serve. And someone don't take it, they might send out a $20 bonus tomorrow morning at 10:30. Well, I'm already getting ready to walk out the door at 10:30. You know, I'm up and out. I don't want to wait till the last minute in the hopes of an extra $5 or $10, because that's not always the case. So, working Dlivrd, it's working for me. This was the $30 payout today. I'm not showing where I picked up from because something happened, and I'll discuss that in a moment. But yes, it was Roslyn Heights, right off the Northern State, and I drove it to Mineola. It was a choice, and when I got there, I spoke to the person who greeted me to take the food. When I got there, I opened the bag to pull up the white bag, and the bag broke. And it's because there was spillage, and it stunk. It was a mess. So I brought this back into my car to clean it, because there was no huge garbage pail. They met me in the lobby. That's how they do it. And they bring out a rolling table and they bring the food up in the back. When I got to the drop-off, you know, I greeted her, walked in. She was really nice. She brought the table over to the door, the entrance. And I said, I probably shouldn't be saying this, but I feel you should know. And it's still, when I got there, it still stunk. When the worker at the restaurant brought that bag of food to me, it reeked. There was calamari and some kind of fish. It stunk. It was bad. I would have sent that back if I was in a restaurant. I wouldn't have eaten it. So I wanted her to know, and she smelt it. She's like, oh, really? And then while I'm talking to her, I'm unzippering the bag, and I pulled the white, and I went, oh, God, I'm so sorry. It was all over the place, you know. I mean, it was like, because it dripped down to the tins, it was just... I would rather do the right thing. I mean, she could smell it. And that was from a 10-minute drive. And not even bumpy. It was just all over the place. And she could smell the rottenness. I didn't want them eating bad fish. I'm going to start accumulating more boxes. Have them cut out to place at the bottom of the box. Because without those boxes on the bottom of my bags, that would have seeped through my bag a lot more than that from a previous delivery that I could have wrapped in plastic. But she made me uncomfortable. So this absorbed a lot of the juice. I have plastic bags. I have antibacterial wipes. I have paper napkins, paper towels in my car. Well, now I needed a bag. This office didn't have a big pail right in front. Oh, that's already has a hole in it. So then my next stop, I'll get rid of that, because that's garlic, that's oil, and it was a mess. I was in the car maybe 10 minutes. There was no reason for it to get that messy. I'm sure they'll report that.